Welcome to our collection number 12. My favorite way to get started, as it has a little bit of everything, super versatile, and comes with my two favorite brushes. I will be using a level 4 here, and I'm going to start with my contour. I'm going to use a detail brush because I love the flat edge to help keep my contour nice and sharp. I'm going to use my face as a template and just emphasize my bone structure, my natural bone structure, by following my forehead, my jawline, my cheekbones with that sharp edge, and then using it as a stencil to make two parallel lines down the top of my nose, and then flipping over and connecting that to my brow and at the tip of my nose, and tracing around the edge of my lips for a little fuller appearance. This is how I like to do my contour. Next, we're going to go to our brightening highlight, which is the medium of the three foundation colors. We're going to pop that to the center of our face, forehead, nose, under nose, chin, inner and outer corners of eyes, and I like to drag a little bit in these angles to keep a nice lifted look. Next, we're going to fill in the blanks with our main highlight shade, the darker of the three foundation colors. Just pop a little of that everywhere else that we do not have brightener or contour. Paint by numbers, y'all. Super simple. You kind of can't mess it up. It's creamy and so easy to fix and blend and play with until you set it. So mistakes can be completely fixed without having to start from scratch. And then you just pick the brush that you want to blend with. You can use the small end of the blush bronzer brush or the flat end of the detail brush, and you just press until it becomes like a second skin and it's not just sitting on your face. Make sure not to move those nose lines. Just do a nice pressing motion to blur them so they're not too harsh. And then for the contour, I always use the detail brush. I drag the jaw contour down and back, the forehead contour back and forth, and then for the cheek, it's just a kind of press and flick motion up and back. You can keep it nice and defined, or you can blend it out a little more, whatever is your preference. And just clean that up if you come down too low or up too high with any of your contours. Your foundation brush, you don't have to add any more to it. Will be like a little magic eraser. Next, I put bronzer on the perimeter of my face. So it looks like the sun just kissed me very subtly. You can build this up as well. It's highly pigmented. Let's ombre some cheek colors. I like to create my own unique cheek color by mixing a few colors together. I've got Black Cherry Cindy and Summer Love here. Do the same thing on my lips. And then take the blush bronzer brush and press and flick. A good rule of thumb is not to come within 2 fingers of your nose with your contour or your blush. Think about like where the color of your eye starts. It helps just keep a nice lifted look to do your blush this way, but whatever you prefer. Just blend that up and back. Next, we'll do our illuminator. This is a shimmery lit from within glow that goes on the high points of the face, cheekbones, brow bone, inner corner of eyes, bridge and tip of nose, cupid's bow, even the center of your lip to keep a nice little glowy pop on there. Just cleaning everything up, making sure everything's nice and blended. If you have anything like a blemish or an age spot, sunspot that the coverage got moved when you were blending, you can just use a small brush or your finger to build up coverage just in the area that you need it. Let's use some of these eyeshadow colors. I'm going to start with Stay Golden all over. If you have hooded eyes, make sure to bring your colors up towards the brow so they peek out over the hood. This is the lightest color in this collection. I'm just going to do a nice base, bring it a little bit under, and then take this warm shade Bubba to kind of deepen that crease a little bit more. I love this color. It's one of my favorites. You could stop there. You can use all the colors. You can go more dramatic for a nighttime look. I'm going to use a combination of Trust and Oak here with the small end of the brush just focused in the outer corner of the eye to deepen the look. And then I'll flip back to the fluffy side and I just do little swirls and blend up and in. You can build it up or blend it out. These brushes are all double-ended. You could do your whole eyeshadow look with just this one brush. It's my favorite eyeshadow brush. I'm going to just bring that to the outer corner of my lower lash line. Take a little more of the Bubba just to blend it all together. Make sure everything's nice and even. And now I'm taking Bright Eyes with my finger. It's a shimmer color, highly pigmented, and I like packing that on with my finger. Then making sure it stays nice and bright under that brow bone and in the inner corner of my eye. Finally, I am going to use that extra pop of a foundation shade just to keep the under eyes nice and bright and lifted. You can even brighten that brow bone up. You can bring it on your inner corner of your eye. You can bring it down the center of your nose. It's totally personal preference. Let's use some of the Black Friday eyeliner. I like to use a little multitasker brush. And I follow my lower lash line out and then drag it into the upper lash line just to create a little natural looking wing. This is a cream eyeliner if it's right in your palette. It's highly pigmented, super easy to work with. I used our brow wax, which is an additional item that you can add to your cart. It combed into your brows will help keep them in place all day. And then you'll take one of your eyeshadow shades to fill in your brows if that's something you're into. I find that it's really easy, and I love the convenience of having the shade right there in my palette with the rest of my products. I'm using the same multitasker brush, which is also another great addition. You should have one or two shades in your palette that could work to fill in your brows. If you'd like a color match and you haven't been matched yet, follow the link in my bio to my color match quiz, and I'm happy to get your results to you within 2 business days. Make sure to set your makeup at the end. You'll be good for the day. Always message me with any questions and follow for more tips. Thanks for watching.